This is Dwayne D. Weezy Davis, and you are watching NorCal Tonight. State Chris, another episode of NorCal Tonight. Here with the rookie sensation, Mr. Manny Mars. Thank you, brother. This is going to be some good stuff. We're going to talk some wrestling, your career, so on and so forth.
Sure.
So, you know, I always like to ask, is there any specific wrestler growing up? You liked wrestling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is there any specific wrestler that kind of, you know, enticed you to get into the game?
Oh, man, you know what? It's like super cliche, but honestly, I always say my three. Stone Cold is the one who got me interested.
Nice,
right?
Nice, yeah.
Jeff Hardy is the one who made me want to backyard wrestle.
Oh, okay.
Right? And CM Punk is the one who made me want to get into the indies.
Okay.
So, down to those three right
Backyard wrestling, you did that for a while?
You know what? It's it's kind of complicated. Yeah, I used to kind of do some backyard stuff with me and some friends. Actually, drop a name. Someone who I used to do it with is Bruno Beretta. He's the announcer for
Bruno Beretta.
Rush,
yeah,
SPW and whatnot. So we used to do it with another homie, literally in my backyard or like at the park, all that good stuff. We used to actually, I don't know if you remember Blog TV.
Yeah.
We used to try to broadcast our backyard fights on Blog TV, and then
that's worth the Google. No, I'm kidding.
yeah. No, it's very at that point. I don't think it exists actually.
Oh man.
Anymore. Yeah. Don't find that.
Yeah, don't. It's not worth the Google.
You
No, I'm kidding.
Don't worry about that. Yep.
Anything crazy you did in the backyard? Any specific move or spot that you remember going, damn, like that was crazy?
You know, we were honestly pretty safe about it, at least me and Bruno. But our other friend, unfortunately, he dislocated his shoulder just doing like, he was trying to do some F5 gimmick on me. You know, next thing I know, he drops me and he goes, ah!
Oh.
And then right at that moment, we were like, oh shit. Okay, we gotta go to the emergency room. And you know, that pretty much ended our backyard days, and that's when I had to go find, like, you know, get focused on a real job or something like that, you know.
So this obviously led to some training. Where did that begin? Where was your first time you stepped into a pro wrestling ring? Where was that?
First time I stepped into a pro wrestling ring. You know what? I've never got to do it as a fan. You know, it was always like something I wanted to do, just, you know, as a fan. But you know, honestly, I'm really glad I held out until I actually started training. So, you know, I started training at Gold Rush. I heard about it through a friend. You know, I remember I was talking to, I went to a show, I saw Dylan Drake, and I was like, hey, do you guys have a school? You know, I'm really interested in wrestling. Next thing I know, you know, he's telling me, and another friend's telling me, like, oh, hey, they're holding classes now, you know, at this place, you know, in Pacifica. If you're interested in joining, I was like, yeah, you know, and then went through the Hell Week.
Hell Week. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
Yeah, Hell Week was
exactly as as the title describes it to be.
Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of people throwing up, a lot of people, you know, giving up, you know, nearly like passing out, you know. Fortunately, I wasn't one of them.
Nice.
I will say that. Fortunately, I wasn't one of them.
A survivor of the Hell Week.
Yeah, but you know what? It was cool, like having like a whole class be there. We're all like super motivated, you know, to each other. And you know, once we all got done with that Hell Week, you know, took my first step into that ring, and you know, we got what we call the Bible, which is, you know, the APW handbook, just kind of going through all the beginner moves.
Oh, wow.
And the pro moves. So once you're done with the Hell Weeks, then you get the Bible and you get to step into that ring. And tell you,
that was a moment for you, huh?
Yeah, it was a moment. You know, made me appreciate that much more. You know.
How many people from your class are still active?
Let me see. There is me. There's Ethan White.
Nice.
Right. And this is the first class, the very first class in Gold Rush. There is JT, I might know him as Onukakua.
Okay, yeah.
And as many of you know, Thunder Rosa was also in the class.
Thunder Rosa,
Yeah.
yes. Definitely doing big things.
Definitely doing the things.
awesome.
Yeah, super proud of her. You know, like seeing her from the beginning, you just like watching her perfect her roles, and then just seeing what she's doing. I'm just like, so
It definitely gives you the motivation, I would assume.
Oh yeah,
To know you guys came from the same spot. And
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So as far as bookings and stuff, you know, I know it goes beyond Gold Rush in today's wrestling. You know, I talk with some of the older cats, or not the older cats, but somebody who's been in the business for a long time. And they say back in the day, you were with one company, and that's kind of how it is. How's things going for you as far as working for multiple companies? Are you
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I mean,
getting out there? It's more than Gold Rush.
yeah, absolutely. Luckily, you know, Sparky Ballard, he preaches, hey, you gotta stick to your home promotion, but I want you guys to go out there and just like get your shit out there, So it was fun, right now we're here in Oroville working PCW. I've been PPW, been East Bay Pro Wrestling, Arena Hayward. I've gotten some opportunities to go down to Championship Wrestling for Hollywood. That's a lot of fun,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity.
That's some TV time there, right?
Oh yeah.
Is it a different atmosphere when that's the case?
It is, and you know what? Even before Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, I already got like a good amount of practice at Lucha Extreme.
Oh yeah.
Still, when that was still going down there, so they had some TV time, so I got used to working the camera, and just making sure I paid attention to my time, because
timing is everything, right?
You already know timing is everything.
Yeah.
So by the time I got down there to Hollywood, I knew what to look out for, who to listen to, make sure if the ref says, hey, it's time to go home, all right, time to go home, whatever we just whatever we talked about in the back doesn't matter, we just gotta go home.
Absolutely. So when it comes to training and stuff, you're still training regularly?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely
a couple
important.
times a week, or?
Yeah, a couple times a week. We've got semi-pro training Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we had Matt Carlos train us. Dylan trained us too. Unfortunately, he's not training at the Gold Mine anymore, but definitely gets passed on. They're there. So
have you had your opportunity to pass on some of that knowledge? Like, have you had some younger guys come up to you yet and say, hey, did you see my match? What'd you think? Have you critiqued or helped anybody in there to further their career? Yeah,
actually, you know what? It's interesting because, with, some changes happening at the Gold Mine, myself and Ethan White, we've actually had to take the reins on becoming the beginners trainers.
Really?
Yeah, so we're actually training the beginners. We are following the guidelines of the APW Bible. So I don't want to give myself too much praise at all, because it's that Bible that's really like holding things together. And that's where we learn. That's what we're passing along to them. So
well, that's a hell of an opportunity to be a part of the training process, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that sharpens your skills.
Absolutely, yeah. Whenever I'm in a match now, I can't help but think of, what did I just teach the beginners?
Yeah.
And then I take it, it's not even taking a step backwards, but going back to the fundamentals of wrestling, the
art.
Yeah, the art of wrestling, just going back to the fundamentals, and because sometimes that gets kind of lost in today's wrestling, because people just don't, they might overthink. It's the simple stuff that really I think gets over.
Yeah. Some of those pauses that happen during those wrestling matches are very important, right? You can't just keep the pedal to the metal constantly, because you need to give us as fans time to just kind of soak in what just happened.
Exactly. Yeah, because sometimes
let that heel get his heat.
Yeah, because sometimes it's not even really about the move. Sometimes the fans are here because the fans want you to interact with them, and sometimes that's just what you got to give them.
Yes.
They instead of a drop kick, hey, maybe let's just go talk to this fan.
What are your thoughts on being? Because you are definitely babyface. We're definitely a good guy here. We're dealing with a good guy for sure. I mean, how do you embrace that role? I mean, with the younger fans, they're excited to see you, man. I mean,
Yeah, definitely, and that's the key. Definitely targeting the younger fans. And I'm real sincere and like, hey, yeah, slap the hands, say what's up, because honestly, I love kids. I love talking to them because sometimes I'll have the same immature kind of humor. So,
yeah.
It's fun. It's genuine.
Yeah, and you get to play the role of a hero.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
I mean,
oh man,
that's the opportunity that's given to you right now with these younger kids, like we just mentioned. They look at you as a hero, man. Especially when you pick up the victory over a larger opponent, or that underdog victory.
Yeah, I mean, they think I'm cool. I'm like, wow, okay. I'm like, I'm just me. But hey, you think I'm cool? That's awesome. You're cool too.
You're cool too. And you say it's just you, right? But isn't it you when you step out of the curtain? It's you magnified, right?
Absolutely.
Times 11.
Exactly. I got to give them what they paid for.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about an opportunity you had recently from Marcus Mack and All Pro Wrestling, the Cow Palace.
Hell yeah.
Right? We're definitely going to talk about that, so we'll be right back after this.
Bullet Club for life.
Just Doc Gallows here repping Bullet Club, and I just want to say, if you need any design work in this world done, go to West Ghost Designs. They do my WrestleMerica posters, they do my promo pictures, they do all the pizzazz that keeps the Biz Cliz and the DOC rolling. West Ghost Designs. That's the place to go. Look them up.
We are back with NorCal tonight. Before we went to break, I mentioned the historic Cow Palace event that just went down recently. And you yourself were able to take part in that, right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, being chosen for this 30-man battle royal that took place, there are so many wrestlers in this territory. How'd it feel to be chosen as one of 30?
Take
part in that.
Being, living in Daly City my entire life, and I will say this about the Cow Palace: it is not in San Francisco; it is in Daly City.
That's what I'm talking about.
But everybody wants to bill it as San Francisco.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've lived in Daly City my entire life.
Really?
Passing by that Cow Palace, on numerous occasions. I never in a million years thought like, oh, I get to be inside a wrestling ring, and I get to work with. I was in there with freaking Gangrel. I'm like, whoa! I used to pop so hard when he came out with like the Hardys, the Brood. I was just like, oh, he is the coolest guy like in the WWE. And all of a sudden, whatever years later, I'm in the Cow Palace in the ring with Gangrel, and it's just like, got to step back into, whoa.
Yeah.
Life is great.
Were you a part of the ring crew?
Absolutely, yeah. Always, yeah.
How was that? Like putting it up? I mean, setting the ring up in there, I would imagine just that alone must have felt like, holy crap. Like,
yeah, definitely. Also just a little bit more pressure just because, we do a lot of ring crew for Sparky, and, we always want to get it right. But, when it's in the Cow Palace, we're like, there are going to be a lot of people in this ring.
Yes.
The last thing they need is, for the ropes to be too loose, for us to, make the ring, seem kind of dangerous.
Yes.
So we did our best to, make it look good, for the cameras, make it feel good for the wrestlers, and for the fans,
for the over 3,000 fans, right?
Over 3,000 fans.
Holy crap!
You're exactly right.
Yeah, that floor was full, man, and the whole first row of the bowl was all full, and that's where me and my gentleman, my coworker here, Steve, that's where we sat, and it was a hell of a moment to see all you guys actually get that opportunity to walk down the aisle with your music playing and getting your crowd pop, and that. I'm happy for you guys that happened.
Yeah.
So a couple years in, right? I mean, how many years are you in right now? I think it's 2017.
Yes.
I feel like it's been about 3.
So I debuted in September of 2014. So getting there to 3 years, it's crazy. I still feel like I just started. So I'm seeing like new guys come up. I'm like, oh man, you guys are just starting. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was in that position too.
Well, I mean, in 2014, that's when one of, in my opinion, your most controversial feuds you have going, and to be honest, it's easy to watch, because you guys have strong chemistry, and that's with Bryant, Ethan, Berkeley Brawler, however you want to portray this gentleman. But in your case, it's Ethan.
Yeah.
how'd that all start? Was that something that was between you two? I mean,
It was definitely, and it's kind of special, just because we were class 1. I trained with Brian, we were training with each other our entire wrestling career so far. So it just became an idea, for the Young Lions Cup, because the whole thing was, apparently I was doing really well, like in 2014 or 2015, and then all of a sudden we're like, hey, instead of like putting you over Manny, let's pull a surprise and like have Ethan kind of screw it up for you. So we wanted to tell a deeper story, something instead of just getting the instant gratification of me, I wasn't saying I was going to win the damn thing, right? But instead of just me winning and like losing or whatever the case might be, it's let's have this guy you train with turn on you, or not turn on me, but like cause you to lose.
yeah, screw it up for
Right,
you.
screw it up for me. So, it went into this whole thing. His mom got involved. And it just became this whole thing, and we've been feuding since. Actually, it was that Young Lions Cup was 2015. So
2 years. That's awesome.
yeah, so we've been feuding for about.
Wasn't there a time where he had to be like your assistant or
He was. We had a back to boot camp match.
back to boot camp?
Yeah.
That's right.
So-
Get my bags, rookie. Stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Get my bags. Hey, mop this floor. Blah blah.
Didn't you have a bathroom segment? Where
I
you
had a
went-
bathroom. Yeah, I was like, I tossed the, he was cleaning the bathroom, he was scrubbing the toilet, whatever he was doing, and I, tossed the trash, like, yeah, clean that up, so it's all fun, those.
Just kind of like a hazing.
Exactly,
Right.
I'm the bully,
Yeah,
I'm shorter, but
No, I know that's what puts it over
That's the
so
fun-
much.
that's
what makes it so good. That's so
the funny
awesome.
thing about it.
And to be honest, I don't think it's over, but it did culminate to a pretty big matchup recently, and we'll show some clips, as we go throughout this. But you took a hell of a dive.
Yeah.
I mean, you had like the Mick Foley moment, like off the roof, right?
Yeah.
To the top of this building. Holy moly. Where the heck is he going? He's going to the other side with the other guardrail. And he's bridged that one as well. Mr. Goldsworth and Ethan White's mother. And now it's Manny Mars with a ladder, and White still on this bridge that Mars has created. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me.
Manny right now should be asking himself whether all of this is worth it. Levi Shapiro also wondering, is this worth it?
Manny Mars.
High risk, what will the reward be?
Well, remember what I mentioned earlier is that with this not a Falls Count Anywhere match, you have to take the person that you have completely debilitated out here and then drag him into the ring.
Correct.
And a splash! Oh my God! Onto the guardrail, and Ethan White has got to have internal injuries.
So was he laying? Explain the spot. Just explain how this all led up.
All right, so the spot was I set up 2 guardrails,
Guardrails.
right, and it's in the back of the gold mine, on the outside.
Did you guys lead the fans out there?
We did our best to lead the fans out there.
Yeah.
Some of them were kind of shy, like, oh, should we even be out there?
Yeah.
Is the match end here? So the announcer had to, of course, be like, hey guys, the match is still going. Go outside.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I wouldn't.
Exit. Stage right.
I can't do that spot. Like, if no fans are out there, I'm like, well,
Where's the payoff,
yeah, I'm
bro?
like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
So I set up 2 guardrails. On top of those guardrails, I put 2 more guardrails up. On top of that, so I stacked them,
Yeah.
on top of each other, just like that. And obviously never have done this before, you
Yeah.
know. And Sparky, I don't think has seen that spot before. So, that day I was just like, hey, Bryant, I'm down to do some stuff tonight. Are you down? He's like, yeah, I'm down to do some stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. So I want to jump off a roof. And he's like, oh, you want to do that stuff, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, if you're down. He's like, all right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So luckily he was up for it. So I climbed a ladder up on the roof of the gold mine, and then it just
went for it, right?
yeah. And you know what? In that moment, you really gotta have it sink in. You can't just like go for it. You got to make sure everyone's watching. So before I even jump, I was like, who's watching this? And I see, you know, fans down there, cameras up, and then I see like, okay, make sure the Goldmine camera's on me. Okay, it's on me. All right, let's do this. Jump off. Boom.
Boom, big crash, huh?
Yeah, big crash, bent the guardrail. Yeah, Sparky luckily was cool with it. You know, that guardrail was like probably, I think he was like 100 something. Something, maybe a little under 200, but he was like totally worth it. I was like, cool, Sparky.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, and that wasn't the end. That wasn't the end game. You guys worked your way back into the ring.
Yeah.
And it continued, and it was even more hardcore. That's correct.
Yep. So, you know, he worked his way back in. I came out from the entranceway. I threw a trash can in his face while AGB like ran through the entrance to distract him. Boom, and then I hit a bigger frog, not bigger, but I hit a frog splash, you know, in the ring to finish it off.
That is beautiful, man. Which you can see all of this stuff on Gold Rush or YouTube/Gold Rush Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah, and which are live feeds that are constant, you know, and that's one thing I love about Gold Rush. They always make sure there's a live feed for you to see, and the Goldmine too. I mean, isn't that the coolest place ever?
Oh
right
my
now?
God.
The drawbridge and everything that went into it, man.
Let you know, Sparky is a madman. He works his ass off. He loves wrestling, and he loves the product. He loves his Gold Rush product, and it shows. You know,
Very storyline driven.
Very storyline driven, and you know, it's great. I love that Sparky is, you know, put so much, you know, emphasis and detail into the Goldmine and into his own stories, you know, and you know, I fell into the right place being at the Goldmine.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of pride goes into being a Goldmine trainee.
A lot of
beautiful stuff.
A lot of work.
So, I mean, you've been on some road trips. You've taken some long hours, right?
Right.
Anything?
Right.
I mean, in your short career, which is not too short, but is there anything that sticks out in your mind? Have you been ribbed pretty good? Have you been scared out of your mind because somebody didn't know how to drive?
Oh,
I mean, we've heard a lot about Jody and his NASCAR skills, but I don't know if you've been in that position yet.
Luckily, I haven't been in the car with Jody. No offense, Jody. I love Jody.
He said that, not me. I'm kidding.
I freaking love Jody. He's awesome. Good person.
Anything crazy though?
Gosh, anything too crazy? Yeah, you're right. Short career. Honestly, not too many road stories as of yet. I'm still working to those crazy road stories. But I will tell you, if you are in the Sparky wagon, you will know when we are going on a big trip because he plays the same soundtrack.
Oh, really?
Every road trip, yes. We will be.
You were the first to mention the soundtrack, huh?
Oh, yeah. Sparky has this, like, I don't know, it's Good, Bad, and the Ugly soundtrack. and I know. And you know, you ask the first class, we will know exactly what you're talking about. Just all this cowboy music, this Western stuff. But you know, at first we were like, "What the heck is going on?" You know, we'll be sleeping in the car, and then like all of a sudden we're hearing whips, like, "Come on, come on!" And then we're like, "Oh, Sparky soundtrack again." And
oh,
it's
that's classic.
Every time, yeah. But we love it now. We love it.
Oh yeah, I
classic.
bet. I bet now it's just a build up to what's about to go down, right?
Yeah, it's a staple of riding with Sparky now. So.
Oh man, that's freaking awesome. And then also the knowledge, right? I would assume riding with Sparky and in that position, there's probably not a lot of knowledge being passed down in the car.
Oh yeah,
you guys are talking wrestling, right, for hours.
Oh yeah. Sparky, you know, we like to, you know, bounce ideas off, you know, whether it's for his shows or you know, just, you know, keep everything in the car, just, you know, just you know, shoot the shit, you know.
Yeah. Progression, right? Development.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Sparky gives those great, like, those great long. I don't want to say tangent, Sparky. I love Sparky's speeches. There it is, Sparky's speeches. They can run a little long.
Sparky's speeches.
Yes,
I like that.
He knows they can run a little long, but you know, it's gotten me, you know, Brian, you know, our class to where we want to be, you know.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So where you want to be compared to where you want to be in the future, though. So what is the ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal, I want to not have a regular job and just do this for a living, you know.
Pay your bills with your dreams.
Oh yeah, that is the dream. You know, it doesn't have to be WWE, nothing like that. That would be great and everything, but hey, if I can say, you know, I'm paying the bills with doing what I love, then you know, I did it.
So one way to pay bills is with merch. Do we have a merch game? I know at one point you did have some shirts.
I still got some shirts.
You do
yeah.
still have some shirts, huh?
I still got some, Manny Mars t-shirts. Probably should have worn one here.
Oh, no, that's all right. That's all right. We'll show a link.
Yeah.
Nope,
yeah.
there it is.
Boom.
Dink. Yeah.
Some pictures. Some
No,
some
so
buttons.
you have social media, right?
Yeah.
So if there are still shirts available, can they contact you via social media?
Oh, for sure.
Possibly
for
to
sure.
get some of those, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your handles? What do you got?
So it is at Real Manny Mars. That's my Instagram. I'm mainly on that. My Facebook, you can find Manny Mars on Facebook also.
Turn the gray thumb blue.
Definitely.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Please do that.
Twitter, I'm definitely working on some followers, so definitely follow me on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
Help me
we'll
out
definitely
there.
shoot the links for the
Yeah.
Twitters for sure.
Same thing at Real Manny Mars.
Yeah, absolutely. So good stuff, man. I mean, what I would like to see is an every weekend booking. How close are you to that? Are you getting closer?
Oh man, yeah, I'm getting closer there. I just gotta, my game right now is just hit up promoters, be like, hey, what's up? I'm here. Let me, if you have anything for me, I'm there.
Do you show up to shows, gear and bag?
Yeah, show up. Yeah, gear and bag, but I'll keep it in the car. I want to just show up and have it seem like
Shaking boots at people?
yeah, like hey guys, we'll
Yeah.
we'll work for for whatever. Like, let me set my
that's
merch.
funny. That is awesome. Let me set up my merch right here.
Yeah.
That is good stuff.
Exactly,
hey, so
man.
outside of the ring, have you got recognized by fans? Maybe at like the store, Walmart's, anything like that?
Oh man, that's another goal. I'm hoping to just one day just walk around Daly City and be like, hey, you're Manny Mars.
You're that guy.
You're that guy. Exactly.
Yeah, that's gonna happen soon. That's gonna
man.
happen soon. Good stuff from Manny Mars. I mean, realistically, guys, this dude right here is on the path to greatness, is what they call it, right?
Yeah.
I do believe so. Your current Arena Hayward, one half of the tag team champions. Well, actually, no, you're not. That's
that might be
Iki
some-
Soul, right? Is
Yeah,
that how you say that?
I'm not a big fan of that guy.
Yeah, a lot of
I'm
hate
hoping
there.
to
A lot of hate there.
Yeah.
One day the feud, they will clash, and we'll have to see the culmination of all this
Yeah.
hate. But
I never met the guy. Never
Yeah.
met the guy. One time, just.
one day. One day. Stealing your moveset, bro. It's not fly. Not cool.
Not at all. No,
Not
we gotta
at all.
Try to talk to him. He totally phased me, dude.
Totally fade
Totally
you,
fade
man.
me, man.
Try to take a selfie and he covered his face.
Yeah.
He lucha posed you.
Exactly, dude.
That's shady, bro. That's
Yeah,
shady.
we need to talk
So,
about
is there any before we get out of here, I do want to ask. There's a few moves that you do. I don't want to say are out of the ordinary, but they're very unique. One in specific is like you do the leap. You jump into the ring from the outside. You catch your feet on that top rope, and then you turn that into a swanton of
Oh, that deal. Yeah, yeah.
senton.
Yeah.
So, is this something you came up with yourself? I mean, your
no,
move set. No.
I definitely can't take credit for that. No, it's just I'll watching PWG one day and I see Ricochet's doing this. I will tell you right now that is Ricochet's move, and
Awesome.
I totally ripped it. So.
But
I was
isn't
like,
all of wrestling like that?
It is honestly, and you know what? I didn't see anyone in NorCal do it, so I was like, let me just do it here.
I'll be the guy.
Yeah,
right?
I'll be the guy to steal it.
I will be the guy. And you do got the Killer Frog Splash. That's the game ender, right?
Yeah, pretty much. The Frog Splash, or as I like to call my submission, the Manila Sunrise.
Manila Sunrise.
Yes,
Yeah.
Manila Sunrise, so-
I seen that tonight. I thought we were going to get a tap out from your opponent. That didn't happen, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's always next time. No, I'm kidding. That is good stuff. Hey, well, this is NorCal tonight. I wanted to take the chance to just sit down with you for a little bit.
Yeah,
and we're
man.
going to catch up in the future, and we're going to talk about everything that's happened since the last time we had this chat. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
Absolutely.
good. Yeah,
round
thanks
two.
for having me.
It will definitely be a round two. Hit him up on Facebook for some t-shirts. If you're a promoter or you're a booker, this dude's ready to work.
Yep.
Right?
Real Manny Mars.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is available. Right?
Yes, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hit me
Yeah,
up.
definitely check
Boom.
out Manny Mars, man. YouTube / Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. You deliver, man. And I appreciate the time you just spent with me, brother.
No, appreciate you.
Absolutely. NorCal tonight. I'm Allstate Chris. This is Manny Mars. And thanks for tuning in.